Hey up everyone and welcome. As usual, the kits are available on the website at heyupduckcreations.com and the link is in the description below. Today I have a twofer for you. First we're going to do the fir sprig and then we're going to do the holly sprig. These are great to add to the poinsettias and the pine cones and make a beautiful Christmas display. But don't forget, subscribe and like so you don't miss out on any other videos. This is what you're going to find in the kit for the fir sprig. Make 5 sprigs. And for the holly, we're going to make 3 sprigs in the kit. And these are the tools that we're going to be using today. And we're going to start off today with the fir sprig. You're going to find some strips of felt in the kit that are being cut to 12 inches by 1 inch. And this is going to make the sprigs themselves. And then you're going to have some wire which measures 16 inches. And I'm going to cut my wire down to 5.25 inches, so I'm going to end up with 3 lengths from that. Obviously you could make a longer sprig, just cut the wire to whatever length you want to work with. Now we're going to take that strip of felt and we're going to do some fringing. Don't make the fringing too narrow, otherwise you will lose some of the sprigs. And now that we've gone down all the full 12 inches, we're going to separate this up into 3 sections. I want 3 sections measuring approximately 4 inches each. Again, this is just for a small sprig, you can do a longer sprig, it's up to you. Then we're going to take the wire and we're going to bend the hook over the top so that it grips onto the felt a little bit better. We're going to attach this strip of felt to the hook. And then this is the motion that we're going to be doing. We're going to be wrapping it around the wire and going down the wire slightly. Now I like to add a little dash of glue every so often just so that I know that it's sticking to the wire and it isn't going to slip. Otherwise sometimes the felt goes all baggy and you lose the spiral. That's the first one done, and I'm going to do the other 2. In this demonstration I'm just doing 3 of the sprigs and fastening them together, but obviously you can do multiples and make a longer length of the sprig. Instead of cutting the wires into shorter lengths, just leave it long and attach the sprigs down the longer length of wire. It all depends on how you want to use it in your decorations. Now we're going to tie these 3 sprigs together, so it looks like this. We're going to start with the floral tape around that first sprig. I start right on the base of the felt where it comes onto the wire so that I cover up that little bit of felt as well. And then I just stagger the other sprigs down the length of the wire and then cover the rest of the wires up with the floral tape. Then just separate them all out and use them in your decorations. Now we're going to move on to the holly. In this holly here, I did some shading around the sides of the holly. I just used this ink pad and just brushed it gently and made it a deeper green on the edges of the holly leaves. You don't have to do that, it's just personal preference. Now we're going to start with the thicker wire. This is for the holly berries and I cut it down to approximately 4 inches. And then for the thinner wire, which is going to be for the leaves, I cut it down to approximately 5.25 inches. For the berries, we're going to attach it to this thicker wire that I've put the hook on already, but we need to make a hole in that felt pom-pom. You can either use scissors, a needle, an awl, whatever you have that's sharp. Just poke a hole in there and make it big enough so that the glue gun nozzle can fit inside there. The detail tip on this glue gun is great because I can get right in there and just squirt some glue inside the hole without it leaking everywhere. And then I'm going to put the thick stem inside the berry, give it a good squeeze so that you make sure that all the glue is adhering to the stem. And we repeat again for the other 2 berries. Now we're going to go on to the leaves of the holly. I use a hair straightener to put a crease down the middle of the holly. Holly is generally quite a stiff leaf, so I want to be able to make sure that I go straight down the middle with my wire. And the crease makes it a lot easier for me to get the wire in the right place. If you don't have a hair straightener, then by all means use an iron. Just be careful you don't burn your fingers. Now I wanted to get you up close because when I put the glue down the middle of the leaf here, I'm going to drag my wire through the glue so it spreads it out a little bit. I put the wire above the glue line and then just drag the wire down. That spreads the glue out and you don't get big globs of glue in certain places and not in others. Then I run my nail down the back of that wire to make sure it's all sealed up. Again, put the wire slightly above the glue line and drag it down through the glue. And don't open it up, let the glue set up before you open the leaves up. Open the leaves up and bend the leaf back slightly just to give it some curve. And now with the wire in place, the holly leaves are nice and stiff. If you do find that you have got some glue seepage, just take a green marker and just put a line and then it should cover the glue marker. Now we're going to join everything together. We're just going to use the floral tape and join the 3 berries and the small holly leaf first. Wind a few times and then slide it down as close as you can to the berries and the holly leaf. And then we're going to stagger the 2 other leaves either side of that small leaf. And carry on with the floral tape so that all the wires are completely covered. And there we have it. Just spread out your holly leaves, spread out your berries if you need to. And there's your holly sprig. And now we can use the holly sprig, the fir sprig, the pine cones and the poinsettias and make a beautiful display for your Christmas decorations. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget the kits are available at aupduckcreations.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'll speak to you all again later.